Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new here. And today we have the falling collection from Mooncat. This was sent to me as PR, and we have 10 gorgeous polishes with a bunch of different fun things going on. So let's get into them. First up, we have Fields of Lavender, and this one is described as a mauve purple magnetic lacquer that reveals a red-orange magnetic stripe. And if you guys put a magnet next to it, you can see that gorgeous stripe. Is very beautiful. I'm gonna show it to you with the velvet effect, with just a regular magnetic effect, and then unmagnetized. I'm missing base coat here because I was trying other things and I don't know. I don't feel like it's not gonna matter. These formulas are good. It's fine. All right, here we have the velvet, and I saw this trick on Mooncat's website where they just grab a magnet and they put it next to the other, one facing one way and the other facing the other way. It's pretty cool because if you don't have the horseshoe magnet or don't want to spend that amount of money, if you just grab two of the magnets that you already have and put them facing separately like this, one way and one the other, you get the same magnetic effect. So the velvet, however you call that. Oops, I grabbed too much. I need to, like, for real get used to my nails being this short. All right, I need to separate this finger because I don't want it to on this magnet, you know. All right, let's try the second coat. Always remember that you guys have to keep the magnet even when you do top coat, because that makes sure that, you know, the magnetic effect stays in place. Okay, a lot of people also do the first coat unmagnetize and then magnetize the second, but I kind of like to magnetize all coats. I don't know, I just like the effect, you know what I mean. I think I did the second coat way too quickly. This has nothing to do with the polish. This is just my fault. First coat is still wet. But that's fine. It's beautiful. This is fantastic. All right, here we have it unmagnetized with the velvet effect. Fantastic. Wow. And with just a regular stripe magnet. Okay. Very versatile, very gorgeous. I am mind blown by this velvet effect. So basically you just grab two little wands and you just put them opposite each other, put your finger in the middle, and that gives you the velvet. It is fabulous. This is so good. All right, up next we have Nocturne, and this Nocturne, I don't know, it's a dusky dark teal green magnetic with bronze flakies that reveals a copper orange magnetic stripe. Oof, beautiful. Let's try it on the nail. All right. The brushes are fantastic. Just fabulous. Oh my God. So beautiful. Yeah, in the bottle you cannot tell that this is green, but when you put it on the nail, you most definitely can tell the base has green. It's not black. It's a very dark teal. You can even see it in the bottle. I'm gonna try to like show you. If you look inside, you see how it shows green in there? Yeah. It looks so Halloween-y. This is such a weird polish in like the best way possible. It's so odd. All right, let's do the second coat. I hope that I waited long enough. Sometimes when I'm doing swatching videos, I need to remember to wait long enough so that I don't pull the coat underneath, you know? Oh my God, when you build it up, that green teal is like, I am here. Like I am here, you didn't see me before, you weren't sure before if I was black or green or what I was, but I am green. I am so gorgeously green. This is fantastic. The second I lifted my fingers, these magnets just pulled the third one. But anyways, look at that velvet effect, you guys. Come on. Wow. Even unmagnetized is super cool. Super cool. But the magnet takes the cake. Either of these two. Oof. Come on now. Come on now. Also, one thing I want to mention, because I don't even know if I mentioned it, I was so excited by the magnet effect that I didn't even talk about the formula. As you guys saw, they apply beautifully. When I was applying this one, I didn't wait long enough for my index to do the second coat, and I did a little bit of a mess, but that was my fault. The other two fingers were fine. This one had a fantastic formula as well. Stays where you put it, doesn't run everywhere. The brush is fantastic. Easy to apply, no problem whatsoever, beginner friendly, the whole thing. So, all right, up next we have Witch Hazel, and this one is described as a peach yellow shimmer lacquer. The color shifts between shades of peachy pink, yellow, and green. I have one coat here on my thumb. This is so pretty. I don't think I'm gonna be able to showcase how beautiful this is. Like, let me see. I might try. Because when you first grab the polish out of the bottle with this one, it's like, it's so beautiful. I don't know. I don't think I'm skilled enough to showcase this properly, but you can see in the bottle how things just shift and sparkle. It's just fantastic. Anyways, I prepared here a couple nails. This one is Acidic by Mooncat, and this one is Emo for Life, just so that you guys can see it on top of other colors, because this is like a sheer, you know, it's gonna be sheer. We'll see if it builds opacity or not. It is just so ethereal. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Wow, so beautiful. And the way the brush just hugs the nail, it is so good. Love these brushes. And then we'll see it over black. Oof. Oh yeah. Oh, this is fantastic. Wow. Okay, I see it. Let me do a second coat, and as you can tell, I haven't even let it dry, but I'm just gonna kind of like float it in here just to see how it builds up, because the formula is so easy to work with. There you go, no problem. Let me zoom in because I want you guys to see. Again, it's not gonna show properly. This in person, it is so much prettier than what I can showcase here. But anyways, I'm done. Like, wow. They did such a good job. This is gorgeous. This is one coat. Beautiful. Beautiful. Next up we have After the Rain, and they describe this one as a semi-sheer periwinkle lacquer filled with orange shimmer, and I am having a hard time opening it. Okay, there it is. I use one of these things from the kitchen to open polishes. It's so good. And then anyways, on my middle finger here, I have Midnight Drive by Mooncat, and then, you know, the same black polish. I just felt some kind of way. I want to try this on top of this purple. We'll see what happens, okay? They're so, like, delicate and princessy. Yes, this is sheer. I don't even know if it's going to build opacity at 2. Probably not. I mean, you probably can build it if you do, like, we'll see. We'll see what happens with the second coat. Alright, so the base is a little bit too cloudy, I would say, to put it on top of something like this purple. Still looks gorgeous though, but like it changes the color quite a lot. And then it's probably gonna be too opaque. Well, yeah, it's a little too opaque for me to put it over black. I don't think it looks good over black at all. But it does look good over the purple though, look at that. It's too cloudy of a base, and then it's kind of like a dirty. Oh, my light just went out. All right, and we're back. Sorry, my lights are powered by a battery, and sometimes I forget to change them. They run out in the middle of the video. All right, I have to say I am surprised at the opacity that I got on that second coat compared to the first one, because I did not expect this to be that opaque on 2 coats. I'm actually gonna do a third just to see, because as you saw, my nail line is very strong. Look at that white stripe. It's like I am right here, you know, it's like boom. So if it covers my nail line, it's gonna probably cover yours, I think. And then I'm kind of liking this quite a lot, actually. Very, very beautiful. Let's do the third coat here. I'm not gonna put too much pressure because maybe it's not, you know, fully dry, but it's just to showcase how the color builds up. And I have to say, let me zoom in. This looks very opaque in 3 coats. It was very, like, not very opaque, but it was a lot more opaque on that second coat. But I think like the third coat really covers it all. I can't even see my nail line at all. And yeah, here you guys can see over the other colors. I don't know, I think my favorite is the purple, actually. Up next we have Jewel Beetle, and it's a multi-chrome lacquer that shifts between shades of pink, gold, and green as it's viewed from different angles. You guys can see that here in the bottle. It shows quite a lot. So let's see how that translates to the nail. We'll see. I might have to take my fingers outside of this lighting to be able to showcase it for you, but maybe not. We'll see. Actually, I do want to try this over black, just to see. All right, let's see the second coat. I am getting full opacity on that second coat. And this is so beautiful. I'm gonna sound like a broken record. These are all pretty nice. All right, so I think this looks very good over black, and you can actually save some polish, but it does darken it a little bit, so I guess it's up to you, you know, how you want to wear this. Let me see if I can take it into different lighting and show you guys. Hold on. All right, I might not be too successful in this, but if you notice, I'm hitting it with the light from an angle. You can see the coppery and then the green, and if I move it like this, you can see how it shifts. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, oh, there it is. Okay, you can see it. You see the light that's more direct versus indirect. You can see a more green versus copper kind of thing. So anyways, their website has great color accurate swatches. So if this is not satisfactory, you check their website. What they're showing there is pretty accurate. So actually, I just turned this light first without anything else, and I can see more of the pink this way. Before it was more gold or coppery or whatever, and now you can see more of the pink at this angle. All right, up next we have Memento Mori, and I'm reading that in Spanish. I don't care, it's not even Spanish. I think that's like Latin or something. Anyways, it's described as an ivory lacquer filled with orange shimmer, and you can see it in the bottle so much. We'll see how it looks on the nail, and we're also going to do over white and black just because. All right, let's see. My dogs are making all sorts of noise in the background. I'm hoping I can edit it, but if I cannot, then sorry. All right, I see nail line at 1, as you know, I expected that. I think my white is still not dry, so let's try the over black. Again, feels a little bit too cloudy for me to like it over black, so I would say it's a no. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's just not, you know, no. All right, that second coat gave me a lot of opacity. It looks very even as well. This is my very streaky nail. The shimmer translates from the bottle into the nail very nicely. I think it's gonna look good over white, but I could be wrong. Let's see. I'm wrong. It doesn't do anything for it. It's definitely much more beautiful by itself. The white and the black just mess it up. It's just not. Whoops, we're not doing this. This is beautiful. But yeah, over white or black is like eh. All right, next up we have Poems for a Harvest Moon, and this is the bright orange Crelly filled with pink shimmer. Look at that shimmer in the bottle. You can see it very good, very well, very good. I don't know, I think it's very well. Anyways, also on my middle finger here I have Lucid Dream from Mooncat, which we're gonna try it over that. I don't know why I felt like picking that one. It could have been anything. So, and I didn't do base coat. I don't think this formula is gonna perform any differently. These are usually pretty good. My rigid nail with a strong nail line is really testing these polishes, I'm telling you. That's also why I've been using this finger, because it's my worst nail. So if they perform well here, they're gonna perform well for a lot of people, you know, that might have ridges or very strong nail lines or whatever. So I don't know, I feel like it's a good test. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Do you mean? This is too cloudy for a black base. I would say don't do it. I mean, it's not too bad, but I feel like when you compare the actual polish to this, it's kind of like a whole different thing. This is also I feel like this by itself is gonna be, yeah, I think this by itself is gonna be our best bet. You know, it's not 100% covering the nail line, so I am gonna try a third coat just to humor you guys and humor myself. Haha. But yeah, I don't know, if you want a pink shimmer like this, just don't buy this polish, you know. You completely lose the orange, and then on this one it kind of like softens the effect quite a bit. So I would say that for sure by itself is gonna be the most beautiful. I'm gonna do a quick float here just for the opacity factor, and yeah, I think 3 coats gives you full opacity. Would you say so? Let me put this far away. Would you say? I think this is fully opaque for me on this nail. So yeah, definitely this is my favorite. I would say don't do this or this. All right, so this one's called Dark Night of the Soul, and it's a bright purple lacquer filled with blue shimmer. That's the description on their website. And when I saw it, it reminded me so much of House of Hades, which is like one of my favorite Mooncat polishes in the history of ever. I don't know if it's similar. We'll try it, but I did want to just see what's going on with this. It does look very purple in the bottle. In the bottle, I can see purple with a blue shimmer, but under swatches, it looked very blue, and I don't know how accurate that is. Might depend on the lighting and whatnot. So I'm gonna do House of Hades on this nail, and then I'm gonna do on this nail the next polish in this collection, which is called, let me see, Twilight Sonata, because this is a thermal. But I wanna see, because in the bottle they look very similar, right? So we're gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna just grab it right now. This is the Twilight Sonata. Twilight Sonata is a midnight blue-purple thermal lacquer filled with blue shimmer that transitions from a shade of midnight when cold to a shade of bright amethyst purple when warm. So yeah, basically that's what we're looking at. The Dark Night is a, ooh, look at that. Jesus, when I tell you guys that I'm clumsy, I am not joking. I'm not even exaggerating. It's, okay. Anyways, what I was saying, the Dark Night is a purple with blue shimmer, and this one is almost kind of the same, but a thermal that shifts from blue to purple, and I think that's so interesting. And I am making such a mess. I'm sorry, you guys. Sometimes I get distracted, you know? Yeah, this is very crazy. This is crazy, actually, because then on the nail, they don't look as similar. They kind of do. I don't know. Let me look for House of Hades. Okay, this has nothing to do with the others. I don't know why I thought of House of Hades. It's House of Hades is superior. You'll see when it builds up. It's one of those that the first coat, you might try it and say, I don't like it. When you build it up, and I continue to make a fool out of myself. I'm sorry, guys. I don't script my videos, as you can tell. I kind of just like play with polish, talk about it, and share it here with you. And sometimes that shows in the messiness that I create. But anyway. All right, I want to do second coats. Again, this is House of Hades from a previous collection. This one is the Dark Night of the Soul from this collection. And this is the Twilight Sonata from this collection. And this is a thermal, okay? Oof, that buildup, I'm telling you. Different enough, even if they weren't thermals. You can see how this one has more shimmer. All right, this is a thermal in warm and in cold. Okay, let me see. This is the cold state. Still not a dupe of the other one in the same collection, but they're very close. And then in the warm state, definitely very different, okay? In the House of Hades, it's looking kind of sheer here in the lighting, but this polish shines, glows off of the nail, even when not in direct lighting. Let me show you. Like, I feel like, you see, there's barely any light, and look how it picks up, but this one's doing fantastic as well. Anyways, I basically pulled out House of Hades because I remembered it, but there's never a day where I don't remember this polish. I'm exaggerating, but it's so good. When you actually build it up in 3 coats, it looks like this on your nails. Anyways, these two, look at that, the little drop of cold water. So cute. Like, it looks like it's dirty, but it's just that's the cold drop of water, you know? Anyways, these two are not dupes, even if they were in the same state, just the cold. Still, they're not dupes. And look, you can see it warming on my finger. You see that? How it's turning purple? So cool. Look at that. All right, and last but not least, we have Sage Brush, and this one is a sage green thermal lacquer with holographic glitter that transitions from a shade of ivy green when cold to a shade of light sage when warm. That was a mouthful for me. And also, let me take it off focus so you guys can see the little sparkles. You see it? Damn, I love this color. I love the color that's in the bottle, but the transition is so pretty. You can see it transitioning before your eyes, right? Like darker, and then it becomes lighter. We're gonna look at that. That looks like it's dirty, but it's just the color. As it comes from the bottle, you can see it changing before your eyes. I think that's so cool about thermals. And even you can see here how the tip is a little bit darker because it's warm. The part that's sitting on my nail bed versus the free edge. So cool. All right, let's do that second coat. You can see it, how it's darker on what's coming from the bottle, you know, because the bottle is cold. I think this is so cool. The way this behaves. The formula is very good. All of these have great formulas. I didn't encounter a single issue with anything. Okay, so if any of them have a place in your collection and it's within, within your budget, you're not gonna have any problem with any of them. They're all beginner friendly, so you are safe. All right, let's see. It's so pretty, and let me tell you, this is gorgeous. This is freaking beautiful. What a beautiful color in both states. Is so good. So this is the light, and then the light isn't warm, and then it's darker when cold, so it looks more like the bottle. This is fantastic. I'm actually gonna do a manicure on this. Look at that, look at that. You guys can see it, how it's changing colors. It's not sped up or anything. The places where there's water, the drops of water, it stays so cool. Let me shake it. This is fun. All right, you guys, now that we have seen all of them, I have two favorites that just stood out to me the most. These two. This is the last one that I showed you, the thermal with the little green stuff going on. And this magnetic, the one that has the teal dark jelly base. Wow, these two, in my opinion, take the cake. Personal preference. Quality-wise, they're all the same. Also, these other magnetic, the one that had the red stripe on top of the purple, very, very good. But it didn't blow me away as much as this one, because that teal base, oh my God, this is something else. Gorgeous. This would be probably my third spot, would be between these two, I have to say. The other magnetic and the blue that I thought was similar to House of Hades, but it's not, the Dark Night of the Soul. These two are my third spot. These two are first and second. Absolutely fantastic. Now, quality-wise, they're all the same. They all apply very nicely. I didn't have any single issue with the formula here. Everything was easy to work with, and like I was saying earlier, if any of them have a spot in your collection and fit in your budget, you will not have any problem with anything. They're all beginner friendly. I kind of wish that I had done full hand swatches of these, but there's 10 of them, and this collection already came out like almost 2 weeks ago, I would say, if not more. So I feel like I'm already kind of late, and if I had to wait to do like all the swatching, it was gonna take too long, and I was probably not gonna make it before they release something new, so I just really wanted to share these polishes with you guys because they're so good. And so I just decided to do it in this format. But anyways, I appreciate you guys, clicking on my video and watching my videos and all of that. So I will catch you in the next one. Bye.